Okay, what I'm going to show you how to do today is how to add some lettering to your model, kind of to enhance your second iteration. So you're going to take this right plane. Okay, so I'm going to create another plane from this plane. So again, Control key, drag. I'm going to put this just above the radius of the part. So I'm going to put it 0.51, so it's about 10 thousandths above the part. So right about there, because I'm going to engrave, or I'm going to put lettering right on that surface. So under plane 1, I'm going to do a sketch, and I'm going to sketch a center line. Now I'm just going to, and that line is what we're going to use to place the text. Now it's extremely important that you drag from left to right on that sketch. Okay, so I'll do that again. Delete that, and again, make sure you drag left to right because that dictates the direction of your text. Alright, so again, I want it horizontal. I'm going to put some relations on here. I'm going to add a dimension to this. Let's say I want my text to be 2 inches long. I want it roughly, so you can see this, I want roughly, I don't know. And again, this is totally up to you, 50 thousandths away from that surface. And I'm just going to put it, maybe I'm going to dimension a little bit off of this guy. Put a 0.3. I'm going to go a little bit more, 0.35. Kind of center that. Alright, I'm going to accept that, close that sketch. Now there that sketch is. I want to show those. I want to show that center line because I'm going to need that in my next one. So again, you're going to start another sketch on that plane, but then you're going to start with text. And the curve is this one. And I'm just going to use all caps. Craftsman. Alright. Well, so far that looks pretty good. I don't like the size, so I'm going to uncheck this. I'm going to change the size. I'm going to put this up to, like, let's say 0.15. I'm going to increase the spacing here until I get to where I want it. Alright, now then, now you know why it's so important that you drag this from left to right, and that will put that text in the right orientation. So I'm going to accept this. I'm going to go up to Features, Extrude Cut. I'm going to bring it down. I'm going to point 1 into my part and accept that. Alright, I'm going to turn everything off so you can see this. And there is my lettering. Alright, now you can do something fancy if you wanted to, let's say, revolve that on here. So we catch it on every one, but well, we might as well try it. So let's go linear circular pattern. I'm going to pattern to this cut, and I'm going to turn these on. I'm going to do it around that guy. Equally space. You can see how important it is to get that centered on that one surface. Alright, so let's see how this looks. Alright, that's a bit much. I don't know. Again, it's your design. You can do what you want. I'm going to suppress that because I don't like it. Alright, the next thing I want you to do is, when we do our rendering, I want you to add some other features to this. So if you come into your menu here, and you want to drag this guy out because you'll have this little arrow here, that'll get you to your more of your appearance menu. So let's say we want to add a little bit of color to this part, and we want this feature to be a certain color. So I'm going to come over here where the circular pattern is and click on that and go to Appearance. Let's say I want that one to be a nice deep blue. I'm going to accept that. And there that appears. That looks pretty nice. Again, you can drive those colors based on the feature. Let's say I want the Craftsman, that lettering in there to be more of a red. So under Cut Extrude, click here, Appearance, and I can click a deep red. Okay. Okay, I'm going to show you another method. I'm going to remove these appearances. And I'm going to suppress that. And let's say that you kind of have just a round surface here. So I'm going to suppress the circular pattern. Alright, so you basically have a round surface, and I'm going to suppress this one also. Again, I'm going to do a sketch on plane 1. And I'm going to sketch a line at an angle. And that line I'm going to use to basically wrap text around this cylindrical surface. Right now I'm just going to put it in there. I'm not going to put any relations on it. I'm going to show that sketch. So there it is. And then I'm going to start on our sketch on plane 1. And I'm going to do text again. Again, the curve you want to use is this guy right here. Increase the spacing. Alright. Then accept that. And accept this sketch to close it out. So now this is where you're going to do the feature first. So the features wrap. And basically it's grabbing that last sketch that I created with that text. The surface you want to wrap that around is this surface. Alright, so it's going to basically project that on that surface. Now you can do 3 methods here. You can emboss it, you can basically deboss it or engrave it, or just scribe it on that surface. So let's say I want to emboss. So I'm going to change this from 0.1, let's say 0.2, so you can really see it. Accept that. And basically, it just wraps that text around. It's kind of impractical for what we're doing. Typically, part if you're embossing that, let's say you're going to go to like 0.02, 20 thousandths above the part. That looks a little bit more realistic. Now again, I can go back to the original, my sketch here, edit that sketch, and then double click on this. And I can change some of the spacing if I want to try and stretch it some more. And then accept, and accept again. And then it just wraps it that much more around there. Okay, now I can basically, if I want, again, here's my wrap feature. If I want to change that appearance, I can go, let's say red there, accept that, accept that. If I want the whole part appearance changed, there's my, transparency. Turn the transparency off.